Annabelle, it's 8 o'clock. You're going to be late for the university. Annabelle.
Ooh, this for me?
Oh, yeah.
Market crash or something. Huh? What is so fascinating in this morning's paper?
There's a front-page article on Alan Spaulding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's about his company presenting that check to the university.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that the same picture they used in yesterday's late edition?
There's another picture in the society page.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That is Alan and I.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't supposed to print it this way.
Why not?
Well, it was supposed to be a picture of the four of us.
Listen, Alan Spaulding is a big deal here in town. It's only natural that people are interested in who he's going out with.
Mindy, Alan and I are not going out. The only reason we went to dinner at the country club was for you to meet Philip.
Uh-huh.
Young lady, for your information, Alan Spaulding is very happily married. Hope was supposed to have been there. She couldn't make it.
Oh, I noticed. If you ask me, Alan Spaulding is the one who didn't. But then he was too busy watching you to notice much of anything.
You have a very vivid imagination.
I also have 20/20 vision.
Oh, you're dressed. Well, I thought you might like to have breakfast up here.
Yes, I can see what you thought. I always had breakfast downstairs, you know that.
Well, I just thought that you might like
Furthermore, I don't like to begin the day watching my wife carry trays around the house. We hire servants to do that.
Alan, please use that tone of voice with me.
Well, how else am I going to make myself understood around here? Tell me, who's missing from this photograph?
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Tide. From ice cream to mud, Tide gets it clean. And by all-vegetable Crisco. Crisco makes pie crust flaky.
When I'm sitting at your table, I'm as happy as can be. Your good cooking is enough to satisfy. There's some good country singers in my family, and some great Crisco cooks, like my Aunt Edna. She says Crisco makes her spicy apple muffins light and fluffy. And my cousin Martha says her onion rings don't taste greasy.
Aunt Loretta, you gotta tell me how you made these turnovers, honey.
It all started with a Crisco crust. Then I mix up my apples, cranberries, and cinnamon. I scoop it in the crust and bake. Then I put on the icing. The crust is so flaky.
Look for other great Crisco recipes right here in Crisco's new cookbook. Details are on every can.
How loyal are people to the brands they choose?
Would you swap your jar of apple juice for 2 of this other leading brand?
Yeah, that's all right.
Would you trade your napkins for 2 of this other leading brand?
Sure.
Would you swap your Tide for 2 of this other leading powder?
No, there's some things that I won't swap.
What about this detergent?
No.
This leading powder?
No.
It's got fabric softener. What does Tide do for you?
Like I said, my son, he came home from the baseball game, and I said, David, why are your pants so dirty when you run around the bases? He says, we don't run, you slide. So they grind that dirt.
What happened?
Put the clothes in the machine, and it comes out clean.
How loyal are people to Tide?
It's terrific.
Women just won't give up the clean they get with Tide.
I made it very clear how important it was to me to have you at that presentation ceremony yesterday, and you deliberately chose not to come.
I explained my reasons.
There was Henry Chamberlain, flanked by his son and his daughter in all his glory. And who did I have there? No one. It's almost as if he had given the money to the university and I had just wandered in off the street.
Alan, you're blowing this entire thing out of proportion.
I'm tired of doing all the work and getting none of the credit. It's time I got the recognition I deserve. And if you're not going to help me, then I'll do it without you.
What recognition?
I am a political force in this state. Until now, I've been content to sit back and let other people reap the rewards, but not anymore. People owe me favors, a great many favors, and it's time I started collecting.
Alan, I don't even know what favors you're talking about.
I'm talking about political appointments, chairmanships of important committees, cabinet posts, advisor to the governor. With a proper publicity, I could have any post in this state I wanted, but I don't know why I'm telling you this. You obviously don't care.
But, Alan,
I told you that Finance Magazine is doing a piece on me.
What?
Yes, and you haven't
told me about Finance Magazine.
Well, then obviously you don't remember.
Now, Alan, that's
Look, they're sending an advance man in the next week or so to check out this house for a photo layout, and the house looks the way it usually looks.
Well, now, what is that supposed to mean?
No, I don't know why I'm even bothering talking to you about this.
Alan, just tell me what it is you want me to do, and I'll do it.
You don't know, do you? I may as well hold the interview in the office.
Alan, that's not fair.
At least there I have people I can count on. Have you taken a look at my family? I have a daughter who's raising the child of a murderer. I have a son whose major ambition seems to be to clean out horse stables. And I have a wife who doesn't know how to do anything.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Hi, were you asleep?
No, come on in.
Oh, I was getting worried about you. You don't have another headache, do you?
No. I guess my mind has just been somewhere else.
Oh, well, I certainly understand that feeling. Listen, are you sure something's not wrong?
No, I'm all right now.
Look, if this is something you'd rather not talk about, it's okay.
I had a dream last night.
A dream?
Well, a nightmare, actually. I guess it just left me kind of shaken.
Oh. Well, they can seem pretty real sometimes, can't they?
Hillary, do you ever have nightmares?
Yeah, everybody does.
Bad ones?
Sometimes.
Do you ever have the same dream over and over again?
Yeah. When I started working at Cedars, I had this bad dream that I kept mixing up all the patient's medicine, if you want to talk about a nightmare. You know, I know a sure cure for a bad nightmare.
What?
A big breakfast. What do you say we go over to Cedars Cafeteria and have something to eat there?
Well, we could probably fix something here if you felt like it.
Annabelle, if I'd cook breakfast, I can guarantee you'd have nightmares. I got another great idea. We'll drive over there together, and then you can use my car and go to the university. In fact, you could have it all afternoon.
Really? Are you sure you're not going to need it?
Oh, positive. Why don't I go downstairs? I'll wait for you. You can get changed, and we can go over together.
Okay.
All right. See you in a bit.
Just be a minute.
Okay, take your time.
You look fine.
Oh, thanks. Do you have anything planned today?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, well, don't bother telling me about it or anything.
I think I'm going to start working on Philip Spaulding.
I see. Well, I guess he doesn't have a chance.
You think so?
Listen, just tell me one thing. Whatever happened to Rick?
Rick who?
Oh, Rick Bauer. You remember him, the fellow you stayed out with till 6 a.m.?
Well, Rick's a nice guy, but the way I look at it, Philip is sort of a challenge. And it makes him that much more interesting. After all, nobody wants a pushover.
Gee. I kind of always liked pushovers. Listen, you call me at the office if you need anything today, okay?
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Oh, I will. I will have a very good day if I have anything to do with it. Now, if I were Trish, where would I keep my address book? Victory. Spaulding. Here we go, Alan Spaulding. Okay. 555-8123.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Philip, please?
He's not here.
Oh, is this the Spaulding residence?
Yes.
But Philip is out.
He doesn't live here.
Oh, I see.
He lives with Dr. Justin Marler.
Oh, I didn't know that. Would it be possible for you to give me that number?
May I ask who I'm speaking to, please?
This is Mindy Lewis. I'm a friend of Philip's. We had dinner last night at the country club. We were hoping you could come join us. I'm sorry you couldn't make it.
Yes, well, I'm sorry, too.
Yes, we had a great time, but then you probably saw the picture in this morning's paper.
Yes, you mean on the front page?
No, the one on the society page.
No, I didn't see that.
Well, I suppose Dr. Marler must be in the book.
I could give you his number if you'd like.
Oh, would you mind?
No, not at all. It's 555-8898.
8898. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope I see you real soon.
Yes, I do, too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, come in. You always did need help with this. Ross, how you doing?
Good work. Richard, I've always been amazed at how hard you coroners work.
You know something? So have I.
Yeah.
You got some coffee?
Yes, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
How you been?
Good.
Yes, coffee.
Black?
Yeah. Look, over the weekend, I read your report. It's an awfully nice job.
Thank you. It's a nice job. Unfortunately, it's a bad case.
Yeah. I knew Rebecca Cartwright, you know. She was a very beautiful woman.
Did you understand the report?
Well, I think I did. Now, from what I understand, she really didn't have much choice as to what she was doing, did she?
Well, I don't want to get into the metaphysics of choice or free will here, Ross. I will say this, that the position of the tumor indicates that there may have been a physiological explanation for her behavior.
Poor woman.
Yeah. Look, Ross, you know, I don't fully pretend to understand the relationship between the brain and behavior. But there is some evidence to suggest that tumors in this part of the brain can cause, or certainly they can continue, psychotic behavior.
Rebecca devoted the last few months of her life to this rather bizarre plan. Apparently, she thought that by killing Mark Evans, she'd get Quint McCord to love her again.
So the last months?
Well, I really don't know how long precisely she'd been planning all this.
Yeah, well, given the size of the tumor, that could correlate.
I don't know if that's better or worse. Richard, could she have been helped in any of this?
Somebody may have stopped her, Ross. Nobody could have helped her.
So she was definitely going to die from it then?
She had very little time left. You know, Ross, suicide in cases like this is not unusual.
Richard, I talked to Quint McCord after this was all over. He was very upset.
It's understandable.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Could you talk to Mr. McCord? Just tell him what you told me.
Certainly. You think it's going to help?
Well, maybe. I always feel better when I have an explanation.
This is no explanation, Ross. It just means it was a stupid biological accident.
Maybe. But it also means that it wasn't anyone's fault.
Best laid plans of mice and men.
What is that supposed to mean?
Judging by that photograph, you'd think Henry Chamberlain had arranged the whole affair.
Damn it, don't you think I know that? I did everything short of locking him out.
Henry Chamberlain is a very smart man. He knows exactly how to play the game. And also when he's being cut out of it as well.
We'll simply have to be more careful next time.
What would that be?
Whenever you can come up with something else.
You know, Alan, the publicity like this can't be arranged just at the drop of a hat. I had to call in a lot of favors to get the mayor to come here. Favors that he used up. You couldn't even get your wife to put in an appearance. Now, you tell me. Is there some problem I should know about?
We had a slight misunderstanding. What I need is someone to handle public relations for me, to arrange things.
It's not a bad idea. You know, I could call in Roger Davis. He's very good. He was with the PR firm that I used when I ran for DA.
Has to be someone I can talk to. Yes?
Well, good morning, Mr. Bailey. You're looking sharp today. Alan, you wanted to see the Dalton papers.
You found them already?
You said it was important.
Well, that's great. Now, why don't you call Roy Dalton, tell him I'll get back to him as soon as I've made a decision.
I have. He's waiting to hear from you.
Well, you've got work to do. Now, why don't I call Roger Davis and set up a lunch, say, tomorrow at noon? You can tell him what you have in mind, see if you think he's the right man for the job.
Why don't you hold off on that, Clarence? I think the job has just been taken.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment. This week on The Young and the Restless.
I have to get my own life in order. Once I do that, I'm going to ask you to marry me.
A budding romance, but Madame Bergeron has other ideas. On Capitol, Brenda reaches out for love.
Okay, so I don't have any experience, but I'd love to make you happy.
This week on The Young and the Restless and Capitol.
This is CBS.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way. And by Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Coming! Hello?
Jane! It's Ross Martler!
Mr. Martin!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you.
Where on earth did you get that?
You like it? This was the smallest one they had. Beware of DAs bearing bears, huh?
I've never seen anything like him.
Yeah.
Does Mr. Capaldi know that you were bringing him over here?
I hope not. It's meant to be a surprise.
Well, it will be.
Oh, it's Mr. Marler.
Hello?
I'm glad you came over. I was just about to call you.
Really?
Mary Frances called last night, and I think she's ready to testify.
That's great.
She's still very frightened, but she said she'd think about testifying.
She didn't give you a definite yes?
No, but she's coming over this afternoon, and I'll do whatever I can to convince her.
Want me to be there?
No. I think I better talk to her first. But if she changes her mind, I think you should see her right away.
Well, I'll be at the office all afternoon, so just give me a call.
Good.
Look, Amanda,
I'm sorry. I'd better go see about Matthew, okay?
I'll take care of that, Miss Spaulding.
Amanda, you look a little tired.
Oh, gee, thanks, Ross. No, I know, but it's a nice tired.
Well, you need some rest. You should get out a little, and you need it.
I get out. We go over to the duck pond. I walk around the garden.
That's not what I mean. Look, why don't you come out with me tonight? Alone. We'll have a nice, quiet dinner, maybe take in a movie, do you a world of good.
No, Ross, I can't.
You can't or you won't.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Well, I tried, didn't I? You call me about Lola.
Okay.
Oh.
Ross.
I forgot. This is my friend.
What's he doing out here?
He's just sitting there.
Oh.
It's for Matthew. Well, actually, it's a bribe.
A bribe?
Yes, to get you to go out with me. But then I got to thinking that's not quite fair.
You're crazy, you know that?
That may be. Anyway, tell young Matt that...
Oh, don't grab him by the ears.
Tell young Matt that this is courtesy of the district attorney's office. Huh? See ya.
Ross,
Yes.
about dinner. Don't think about it.
Good.
It's not exactly the world's greatest breakfast, but it beats charcoal toast, which happens to be my specialty.
Well, I think this was a very good idea to come here because, to tell you the truth, I'm not much of a cook either.
Ah, and I thought I was the last of a dying breed. You know, I used to think that if I hung around Bert in the kitchen long enough, some of her cooking skills would rub off on me. Another misconception bites the dust.
Is Bert a good cook?
Oh, she is the best.
Well, you know, there is something very intimidating about having a mother who's terrific in the kitchen.
Oh, Bert's not my mother.
Oh, I thought...
Look, she's like the closest thing. You know, I don't think I cook when I'm around her because there's just no competing with her in the kitchen. Do you ever feel that way, like you're competing with your mother?
No,
Not ever?
my mother died recently.
Oh. I'm sorry, I
No,
didn't know.
that's all right.
Were you close?
Yeah, in a lot of ways, we were very close.
And was she a very young woman?
Yes.
It seems like this is kind of difficult for you to talk about. You know, I've always found that if there's something, well, that kind of bugs you like that, if you just get it off your chest and talk about it, it makes you feel a lot better.
Hillary, well, it must be my lucky day here. I thought I was going to have breakfast all alone.
Oh, hi, Mo.
Hi, do you mind if I join you?
No, please do.
Oh, good.
Where's Ed?
Well, I've been abandoned. I drove into the hospital this morning thinking we were going to have a nice, quiet breakfast alone here in the cafeteria. The minute we walked through the door, he was whisked away for a consultation. How are you?
Fine.
Good. I see that Hillary's introduced you to the joys of cafeteria cuisine.
Once I explained the alternative, it wasn't difficult.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're allergic to stoves. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better.
Pardon?
Well, you had that terrible headache the other night at company. Do you get those often?
Not too often. I'm really sorry I was so rude and just, like, up and left that night. I guess it was meeting all the new people, and I don't think I remembered anybody's name.
Oh, don't worry. You'll meet them all again eventually. Believe me.
You know, we do have to make a point of introducing her to Tony.
Didn't I meet Tony?
No, I don't think so. I think you'd left. But I think those two would hit it off really well, don't you?
We'll work on it.
Hello, may I speak to Philip, please? Oh, he's not. Do you know how I might get in touch with him? At the country club? Okay. Is this Philip's sister? Oh, hi, Eve. I'm a friend of Philip's. No message. I'll probably get in touch with him at the club. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye. Terrific. All I need is for him to think I'm chasing him all over town. What am I supposed to do all day while he's at work? What would he think if I went out with Rick Bauer? Philip.
Hi.
Hi, I thought it was someone for Trish. Come on in.
Thanks. Yep, just on my way over to the country club, go to work, and I thought maybe I'd stop in and see if you're free tonight.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. I think I told Trish I'd go shopping with her at the mall tonight. She saw a dress she wanted me to look at. But that's what she said the other day.
Well,
so
sure, that's no big deal. We could always do it some other time.
Oh, no, I can always go with her some other time. No, it's just a possibility. It wasn't definite.
Are you sure?
Sure. Why, what did you have in mind tonight?
Well, I don't know. How's a movie grab you?
A movie? Fine. You know, the paper's over here if you'd like to see what's playing.
Yeah, we could do that. Or I also have a VCR. We could rent something.
Oh, sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Okay, listen, I really do. I have to get to work, but I'll pick you up around 7, okay?
Fine. Well, don't rush off. You just got here.
Don't want to be late.
Oh, take the day off. We could go riding or something.
For what?
Well, I could ride that horse, Vanessa Chamberlain's. What's his name? Boss?
You still think you could tame him, huh?
Sure. I'm good.
Yeah, well, maybe sometime soon we're going to have to put that to the test. I'll see you tonight.
Okay, well, I was just making myself a glass of iced tea. You want a glass?
Look, I really can't.
Oh, sure. Call the club. Tell them you'll be a little late. They won't mind. 5 minutes?
All right, 5 minutes.
How do you like your tea? Sugar? Lemon?
Plain.
So tell me, why is it you don't live with your father?
How do you know that?
Trish told me.
It's a long story. Long and boring.
Oh, well, I don't mean to pry. I was just wondering. And who's Justin Marlar? You live with him, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Trish tell you that too?
Yeah.
You know, on second thought, I think I'm gonna get going.
Well, tea's ready.
That's okay. It'll keep. See you tonight.
Well, Philip.
Number 6 special.
Got it.
1 number 4, 2 burgers on 1. Burn 'em.
Jack.
2 coffees with legs.
On the way.
Al, try and get some in the cups, huh?
Uh-oh. Quick, Rosie. It's heading for my takeout orders.
Don't panic. Bounty'll head it off. Bounty's so fast it gets spills before they.
Wow, that was fast.
Bounty's the quicker picker-upper. Just flip your burgers and watch. Look how much faster Bounty soaks up liquid. The other towel pushes it along and lets it get away.
Bounty is faster.
Show him how strong it is, Rosie.
I'm way ahead of you, Betty. Park those burgers here, Al.
Hey, that's a heavy order. Bounty's really strong.
I'm faster than any other towel.
Yeah.
Only I had a waitress and a cook who worked half as fast. Bounty's the quicker picker-upper. Get spills before they get away.
Grandma, you make pork chops just like my mommy.
We end up with the same yucky grease.
My mommy uses Dawn.
Can Dawn handle this mess?
My mommy loves it.
Dawn breaks up grease, takes it away, helps keep it away, so even that last forgotten glass looks clean.
Glass doesn't feel greasy, and neither do my hands. Your mommy's right about Dawn.
Mom read about everything.
Oh.
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Alan, this is wonderful. They've listed Spaulding as one of the top 40 corporations in the country.
Which is another reason why this interview is so important. I'm going to need your help on this, Trish.
Of course, I want to do anything I can to help.
It's essential that I be extremely well prepared.
Oh, I agree.
I want to know what questions they're going to ask, and in advance.
Well, I don't think that should be too difficult. Virginia keeps all the back issues. I can go through them, check the interviews, see what they're like.
Great. Questions and topics. Then we can work out a plan of action.
I also think I ought to compile a list of all your important contributions, those made personally as well as through the company.
Yes, that's fine. Anything that'll help our image in some way.
I'm sure I've got all that information on file.
That's great. Now, if you have any questions, you run into any problems, you let me know. We're going to work extremely close together.
All right. I'll get on it right away.
Oh, by the way, what'd you think of your picture in the paper this morning?
Well, I'm sure I was as surprised as you were. I don't know why they printed it.
Oh, I don't know. Some editor probably couldn't resist a picture of a beautiful woman.
Come on in, Clarence.
Thank you.
Well, what can I do for you?
Ross, I've decided to run for governor. Assuming you're behind me, I'd appreciate your help in the campaign.
Well, of course I'll be behind you. Congratulations, Clarence. I must admit, though, this takes me a little by surprise.
Does it?
Yes, I thought you'd left the DA's office to retire for health reasons.
Yeah, well, it's a funny thing about good health. Apparently, that can be kind of nebulous at times. A few months ago, the doctors were telling me I had a heart problem. Now, suddenly, they give me a clean bill of health.
Well, congratulations again. That's wonderful news.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm here to tell you I'm behind you all the way in your campaign this fall.
This offer, and I accept.
Of course, the governor's campaign is a year away, but I know we can count on you for your full support when the time comes.
You bet you can.
You know, Ross, being a district attorney is a very important job. It's only a stepping stone. Once we're in power, we're going to be looking for an attorney general. I can't think of a better man than you for the job.
Well, I couldn't be more flattered, but we do have one small problem, Clarence. It takes a great deal of money to run for attorney general.
Oh, it's true. That's what friends are for. You'd be surprised how many important people have their eye on you, my boy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. They like the image that they see. A bright young man on the rise. You take care of that image, and the money will be there when the time comes.
What exactly do I have to do to take care of this image?
Just keep on doing what you have been doing. And actually, having a wife would help, but that'll happen in due course. Which means it's probably as good a time as any to give you a word of caution.
About what?
Amanda Spaulding.
Clarence, I assure you nothing.
Ross, let me make my position clear. I firmly believe that a man's private life is his own business, as long as he keeps it private. Of course, when you're a public figure, that can be difficult at times.
Clarence, there's nothing going on between me and Amanda. I wish there were, but there's not.
But you do see her.
Oh, yes, of course I see her, but I need her help to break this prostitution ring. You see, this Lola, or whatever her name is, Amanda's the only one that Lola will listen to. As for the other thing, it simply does not exist.
Good. You see her as much as you need to professionally. Listen to me. As far as seeing her, politically, that woman is poison.
His name is John Cleveland, and this is the interview he did in the November issue of Finance.
How'd you find that out so fast?
Well, a girlfriend I went to college with is in their subscriptions department. I'd forgotten about it.
And she thinks that this man Cleveland is the one they're sending to interview me?
That's what she says.
Great. That's just the sort of thing we need.
I know. It couldn't hurt for you to read the article, see what you might be in for.
No, you're absolutely right. Hope.
Am I interrupting anything?
Not at all. I was just showing Alan an interview in Finance magazine.
Oh, the magazine that's going to do the interview on you.
Yes, that's right. Hope, we're really sorry that you couldn't make dinner at the country club last night.
Yes, well, thank you. So was I. I talked to Mindy earlier. She said that you had a wonderful time.
Yes, it was very nice. We were just sorry that you couldn't be there. Alan, I'm going to start compiling that list on the contributions. Virginia's gathering the Cleveland interviews, and if we find anything interesting, I'll show it to you, okay?
Thank you.
Hope it was nice to see you. Well, I'm sorry about what happened this morning, Alan.
Told you before, being sorry doesn't help.
Yes, well, you're right. I don't know how I could have forgotten the interview with Finance Magazine. I just don't understand that. But if you'll give me a few minutes, I have an idea. I know how important the interview is to you. So after you left the house, I took a look around. And, Alan, you are right. We should do something about it, especially if they are going to take photographs.
We can't do anything. That was my point.
Oh, of course, I didn't mean we. I meant me. But I brought these magazines along so you could take a look at them, because I want your approval on everything before I do it.
I'm supposed to look at these?
Well, yes, if you could. It would give me some idea of what direction to go into.
Hope, I really don't have the time.
Well, you could look at them tonight. We'll discuss it later. But you do think it would be a good idea to redecorate, don't you?
Yes, I think it would be a very good idea.
You're not just saying that.
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it.
Well, good. Good. Well, then, I'll leave the magazines here for you in case you get a chance to look at them, and then we can discuss them later. And, well, I'm just so excited.
Good.
Well, I have a lot of things to do, so I better get going now, and, Alan, I'm sure you'll be very pleased.
I'm sure I will be, too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Virginia, is Trish still there? Well, tell her to come and see me when she gets back. Thank you.
Oh. You know, this coffee is so bad, I think I could have made it. Well, we gotta be off.
Yes.
Oh. Well,
Ladies, mind if I join you?
well, you'll have to ask this lady, because these two ladies are off.
What, are you going to join the staff here at Cedars?
No, I'm off to the university to research my thesis.
Yeah, I think we're going to be camping out at the cafeteria till Bert comes home.
Well, thanks for spending some time with me. And it was good to see you again, Annabelle.
Good seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Alone at last.
Yes. Well, how did the consultation go on your day off?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Not as interesting as breakfast with my wife.
Well, I'm afraid it's going to have to be lunch with your wife. Your wife has already had breakfast.
All right, fantastic. Why don't you join Rick and me out at the club for lunch, then? We're scheduled for tennis around noon.
The club?
What do you say?
No, I don't think so. Maybe some other time.
Come on, take a long lunch break. Let's go.
No, not really. Not today. I'm really not dressed for it.
You're dressed great. Come on.
No, maybe next week. I really want to... Well, I want to finish up work and then get home and check on Mom.
Since when does Bea need checking up on?
Since Bea got it into her mind that she's going to make Nola's wedding dress.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
I thought she was supposed to be a wizard with the old needle and thread.
Well, honey, you thought wrong.
Well, now, wait a minute. This is kind of earth-shattering news here. I mean, it's a known fact that her daughter is the best little seamstress this side of, Beaver Falls.
Well, that may be true, but her daughter had to learn it all on her own because Mom is terrible. But she doesn't know it because everyone's too afraid to tell her. We don't want to hurt her feelings. And so every time she starts sewing something, I have to wait till she's set it down, and I sneak away with it so I can tear it all apart and sew it back together again.
Kind of the good little fairy of Springfield, huh?
Oh, what's so funny about that?
No, it's funny. Come on.
It's not, Ed. You
the
won't
image
think
of you
it's so
lurking
funny.
around
I
waiting to
can't
pounce
convince
on
Mother.
Bea's sewing is
Listen to me.
hysterical.
We're not going to see your wife until June.
Well, now, that's not funny.
That's not funny, no. And if she's really satisfied with what she does, she's probably going to go on to some other project, and I would... But, you know, it might be a good idea if I spend some time at home.
Well, now, why is that?
Because it would give me a chance while I'm home to set up a meeting between Tony and Annabelle.
Ah, now the seamstress is a matchmaker. Good.
No, really. Listen, Annabelle's very nice, and I think the two would hit it off real well.
Well, why don't you let Tony reach that decision on his own?
Oh, he will.
Huh?
He will. Yeah, I'm sure he'll like her. Yeah.
Well, she's very attractive.
Oh. Well, now, there's another reason I'd like to get the two set up. having an attractive, unattached lady floating around Springfield is not so good.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And
What? What are you thinking?
when you first met Annabelle, did you just get a feeling that you'd seen her before?
As a matter of fact.
Did you? Seriously, did you really?
Seriously,
Yeah.
did I?
Yeah.
No, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, every time I see her, I get that feeling.
Well, there is someone, though, who gives me that feeling every time I see her.
And who is that?
You.
Oh, honey, I love you.
Tuesday, a special movie with the cast of Guiding Light. James Ferrantino is a handsome, ambitious doctor, holding out the promise of eternal youth to desperate patients. And these deadly experiments can mean murder. Lauren Hutton sees too much. And when Ben Murphy drives her into the doctor's care...
You will die, Catherine.
The cradle will fall.
Prison gangs have become a terrifying new type of crime organization, ruling the streets from behind bars. The story on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather tonight.
This has been nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you can't join us for lunch out at the club, but at least we had this time.
Oh, that's okay. I'll get there sometime next week, maybe. But listen, I really do have to get going back to work if I'm going to make it over to Mom's.
Leave me all alone.
Oh, come on. You're going to meet Rick later, aren't you? What time is your tennis match, anyway?
Half an hour. Supposed to meet with the new hospital administrator first, though. Today's his first day.
Oh, that's right. You haven't met him yet, have you?
No. Supposed to page me when he was through with the board of directors.
Well-
Wonder this beeper thing is broken again.
Well, you took it in last week. You haven't
I
checked
know,
out.
big deal.
Yeah. You don't do such a fine job there.
Ah, you guys still here?
Hey, listen, do you know that board of directors meeting is broken up yet?
Last I heard, it's still going strong.
Oh, yeah? We're supposed to meet with Warren Andrews, the new administrator.
Whoa, what's that all about?
I think that's Hillary's way of saying he's a good-looking guy.
Oh, that's an understatement. This guy is a 10. 10, count them 10.
Oh, well, then maybe I ought to hang around the hospital a little more, huh?
Well, maybe I ought to run over to the library and see if I can help Annabelle with her research.
All right, on second thought, I gotta hurry off to Mom's.
Boy, you guys lost me at the pass.
Never mind. It doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
Hillary, listen, I got a question for you. Do you ever get the feeling that you have seen Annabelle before?
Yeah.
Yes, you do?
Sure, I've seen her before. I live with her.
Oh, stop it. You guys are no help. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, darling.
Oh, boy. Well, you try to do what you can.
Listen, Bauer, how come you're not in uniform?
I don't go on for half an hour. I'm just kind of spreading cheer and goodwill through the hospital. Time for coffee.
Well, come in. Miss Spaulding's changing the baby right now, but if you'd like to wait in the music room.
Right.
Well, hi. What a nice surprise.
Nice to see you. Listen, I'm sorry I dropped by without calling, but I was on my way to the fabric store, and then I remembered I'd left some books of swatches here with you. Do you still have them?
Oh, yes, of course I do.
Good. May I have them back?
Yeah, I have them upstairs. I'll get them now.
Okay, thanks.
Don't tell me you're getting back into interior decorating.
Well, no, not really, but... Well, Finance Magazine is doing this article on Alan, and they'll be doing a lot of photographs around the house, and so I thought, why don't I redecorate it? I think that's a wonderful idea. Do you really? Yes, I do. Obviously, you're very excited about it. Oh, yes, I am. I really am. I mean, not just because it's something I like to do, but it's because I think it's going to make Alan very happy. Alan, you wanted to see me?
That's right, Trish. You know, when I was speaking to the representative of Finance Magazine, they said that they also wanted to do a photo layout as well as the interview.
Oh, wonderful.
Now, I was wondering, I was thinking of maybe fixing up the house or something, redecorating, something like that. What do you think?
I think it sounds like a very good idea.
Good. I'm going to put you in charge.
Me?
Yeah, now I want you to ask around. I want you to find the name of the best decorator in the country. No, better stay within the state. I'll call the governor's mansion, find out who did the decorating there. We'll spare no expense. This time, we're going to do it right.
This has been the award-winning Guiding Light. Headlines provided by Lily Rubin Salons, South Southwest, and Barney's. Jewelry by Stephen Dweck. Be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.
Good afternoon. From CBS News, this is Newsbreak. In Lebanon's long-running factional warfare, Druze Muslim gunmen today kidnapped the Christian Archbishop of Tyre. They released him later after a personal appeal from President Gemayel. U.S. Marines escaped injury earlier when Druze hand grenades were thrown at a checkpoint south of Beirut. South Africa's defense minister said his country's air raid on Mozambique's capital of Maputo, in retaliation for Friday's bombing in Pretoria, destroyed 5 guerrilla bases of the African National Congress and a Mozambican missile site. But reporters touring the target area later found no sign of missile sites or rebel bases and said all 5 killed were civilians. 11,000 more people have fled their homes to escape record floodwaters in Texas and Mississippi. 4 days of violent weather in the Gulf states have claimed 34...
Had to be you.